It's all about family. For the Marines, with their 8 children, 25 grandkids, and 49 and a half years of marriage, life is built around the joy and blessings of loved ones. Included in their blessings is their Catholic faith.
Our faith is our foundation and it guides us. And really, I think by following the faith, it really makes life much easier to live.
The Catholic school education each of the Marines received helped reinforce the strong values at home. So that other families can benefit, as the Marines have, they've set up a scholarship fund for students wishing to go to Central Catholic High, a school their children went to and now many of their grandkids are attending.
We feel Central Catholic's a good vehicle to keep spreading the word, so to speak, and to build better people. I mean, this world needs people that are morally good and work hard and have all those kind of traits, and we think Central Catholic instills that into young people.
The Marines are involved in numerous activities and fundraising efforts, not only at Central Catholic, but also at Sacred Heart Elementary in Patterson and St. Stanislaus in Modesto. When Central Catholic was being built in 1966, Ed was on the first school board. In later years, Mimi was a school board member. They've been constant supporters of the school, its grounds, the chapel, athletic department. Anytime they see a need, the Marines pitch in.
If anything we hear about Central Catholic High School, we're one big family. And I think we grow and learn from families like the Marines over the years. They add to that fabric of being a family.
The Marines have instilled that same generosity of spirit in their children and their children's children, living their faith to the fullest and helping others to do the same.
This type of giving is not seen as much today, and I think they model the Christian ideal of quiet giving.
I think if you have to help those who do not have. It's just part of life.
I would wither up if there wasn't the opportunity to do faith sharing based on the scriptures.
It is that passionate need to share and explore her faith that has led Dottie Burdue throughout her life.
I've known Dottie about 20 years, and she's been my mentor, my friend, my teacher, and as I mentioned to you, a pain in the neck, because she does challenge people to move beyond the comfortable. She challenges you to learn more fully, to reflect more deeply, to examine things more closely. She doesn't just let you off the hook so easily.
As the mother of 11 children in public schools, Dottie wanted to make sure they had a strong religious education, so she began volunteering as a religious education teacher. Later, she became director of religious ed, a catechist, and a tribunal aide. It was Dottie who started the RCIA program in the Stockton Diocese. With a master's degree in theology, she's inspired hundreds of parishioners to look more deeply at their faith and explore the Word of God. Today, Dottie serves as a spiritual director and facilitates a weekly prayer group where she encourages others to examine and explore their faith.
Any question that we have, and we don't always understand everything, well, of course, it ends up Dottie, and so Dottie tells us, tells what she thinks is right about it, and it's just wonderful because she explains everything.
She has a wealth of knowledge. She shares it with anybody, all the time. She is such an outgoing person. If there's a question, she always has the right scripture to go to, the right book to go to, the right phrase to go to. She's almost like a walking encyclopedia.
I have a need to do faith sharing, and I have a need personally to move into the scriptures, to talk about the scriptures, to hear how the Spirit is moving in the lives of other people who are listening to the scriptures, and it gives me life.
And as Dottie has been given life through her passion, she has gone on to inspire so many others. Like the ripple of a stone thrown into water, Dottie's faith sharing has touched the lives of countless others and made the Stockton Diocese that much richer. They call her Manteca's modern-day Florence Nightingale. Mary McCleary spent 40 years as a registered nurse in San Joaquin County, but her love of people and desire to care for the sick did not end with her paycheck. Since her retirement in 1994, Mary has patients all over town. She regularly visits residents at various nursing homes.
Yeah, the other day I was laying in bed all day and she came and cheered me up.
Mary also volunteers at the blood bank and visits the terminally ill at hospice.
I just like being around people. I like being busy. I don't like sitting at home. I can't just sit and watch TV. I have to be busy. I've worked all my life.
And busy she is. In the wee hours of the morning, Mary enters St. Anthony's, lights the candles in the chapel, and prepares for daily masses. Then she heads over to the St. Vincent de Paul Center, where she helps organize the distribution of food and clothing for the poor. Mary starts each day with a prayer.
Heavenly Father, I put my trust in you. Be with me this day, at work and at play, and all that I do. From the moment I wake till night spends my sleep, trust in your mercy and love.
It's helped her through the raising of 5 children, a full-time nursing career, and now as she's involved in numerous parish ministries.
My faith in God keeps me going every day. It inspires me, and I just see so much good in people.
For the folks at Palm Haven Retirement Home, where Mary regularly visits, her energy and caring spirit is indeed a blessing.
I think she's the most helpful person. That is almost like a saint. Helps everybody with her nursing. She just has a soft smile.
What do you do when the church you belong to has a congregation that's 50% Spanish speaking, yet all their religious education classes are in English? For Maria de Jesus Urcelay, you get permission from the diocese and begin teaching religious education in Spanish to the Latino children.
We have no textbooks, no material, nothing, just the Bible.
From those meager beginnings 24 years ago, Maria has continued to look for and fill the needs of the Spanish-speaking at St. George Parish. She created and developed the Spanish Confirmation and the RCIA programs as well. She also started a formation program for the parents of children going through confirmation. Maria believes it's important that parents and children grow in their faith together.
The kids, they are bilingual, but the parents, they're not. So, and I like to keep the family together, praying together in the same language.
Maria was a true pioneer in creating religious education programs for the Spanish-speaking. Through the years, she's trained others to continue the mission.
She provides enough material for people that they can do it on their own. That was always her great gift. She didn't just all do it herself, but she enabled people to take care of others, and she took care of them.
She always encourages me to do things. Sometimes I'm a very shy person, and she's always telling me, you know, you can do it, and just go up there and do it.
Maria has been such an integral part of life at St. George Parish that now the children she first taught are coming back as leaders in the church.
A lot of them got married, and they have children, and now they bring their children to the church to baptize, and some to start with the first communion, and then all them, they looking for me and say, "Hi, Maria, this is my kid. Remember when I was little?" And I say, "Oh yes, I hope he's not the same like you."
Today, St. George has one of the most active Latino congregations in the diocese, thanks to Maria.
From a Catholic standpoint, is that we sort of have to look upon everyone as if they are, they are the image of Christ.
How you doing, Jason?
David Brewer has dedicated his life to serving the poor.
Got a little bit of hair coming back.
Many of us know David Brewer as director of St. Mary's Interfaith Community Services, the heart behind the facility for Stockton's underprivileged. Each morning, David makes the rounds greeting the less fortunate of our community.
Sometimes I'll be standing out by the gate and somebody will come by and sort of say, "Oh, thank God, I'm off that street."
Providing that safe haven for the poor has been David's mission for nearly 50 years. In 1962, after meeting with Dorothy Day of the Catholic Worker Movement, David Brewer and his wife Kara decided to leave Palo Alto, his lucrative corporate job, and move the family to Stockton, where he could be of service to the poor. He took a teaching job at St. Mary's High School, a more than 75% cut in pay. David, his wife Kara, and their 8 children worked together to build their own home. The kids raised cows, vegetables, and fruit. It was a simple life built on teamwork and joy. At St. Mary's High School, David got students involved in helping the area's poor. He and his students volunteered at St. Mary's Interfaith Community Services. In 1989, David gave up teaching and took over as director of St. Mary's Interfaith Community Services. Immediately, he looked for ways to address more of the needs of the poor. Today, St. Mary's includes a hygiene center, medical and dental facilities, even a school for homeless children. Initially, it was men who took advantage of St. Mary's services. Now it's primarily women and children who are in need. Mercedes Moreno came to St. Mary's 12 years ago, right out of drug treatment. She needed clothing and a hot meal. But like many here, she ended up with so much more.
When you've been an addict, there's a lot of resentments you have towards God, you know, and you really blame God for a lot of things that happen to you, especially as a child. And I would have some long conversations with David about God. David just makes you think about the important things in life.
Mercedes now holds a full-time position at St. Mary's. Today, David is co-director, allowing him more time with the people he loves to serve. Uprooting a large family from the city to a mostly self-sustaining farm was not easy, especially on the older children, but it was something David Brewer and his wife Kara felt was necessary.
My father expresses what is within him, and that is to help the poor. It is his calling. If he didn't, it probably would have destroyed him. And my mother understood that, and I think we all did.
And with that, the Brewer family gave this community the gift of David Brewer.
Thank you for St. Mary's, and thank you. Okay.
There's plenty of need in the world and in our community. Children go hungry, women are abused, seniors are neglected, families struggle to make ends meet. For the last 70 years, Catholic Charities has been reaching out to those within our diocese.
Take care now. It provides help for today and hope for tomorrow, and it does so through the variety of programs it provides for those that we're really called to support: the hungry, the homeless, our seniors, our immigrant population. We have a direct impact on the lives of people, and we do so in a very efficient and effective manner.
Julie Russell is supporting 5 children. She relies on Catholic Charities Food Bank when finances get tight at the end of the month.
I'm diabetic, and there's 2 of us in the family that have asthma, and it helps us to get a balanced meal, and it helps us to get a balanced diet.
Catholic Charities provide services to low-income families and vulnerable seniors. 26 different programs are currently serving over 23,000 people of all ages, faiths, and ethnic groups within the Diocese of Stockton's 6-county area. Through the Senior Homemaker program, workers visit the elderly for light housekeeping, meal preparation, and loving care. Catholic Charities advocates on behalf of those suffering domestic violence, sexual assaults, or violent crimes. The Youth Nutrition Program provides hot lunches to low-income children every day during the summer months. The Children's Health Initiative helps low-income families obtain health insurance for their children. These are just a few of the outstanding programs that Catholic Charities offers in an effort to help people gain control of their lives and provide help for today and hope for tomorrow. When we send our children off to school, we want them to be safe, well-educated, and we'd like their faith to be nurtured. A Catholic school education provides a loving atmosphere where morals are the building blocks from which our children grow and learn.
We are a Catholic school, and we love the environment that we provide here, and the family values that we push. Not to say public schools do not, but here I feel that we have a bit more control of that environment, and the ability to talk about God every day in everything we do is a blessing to us, and all of our families are here because they want that.
Seeds was formed to ensure money would not be an obstacle to a faith-based education. Families get assistance with Catholic school tuition through this nonprofit corporation. Seeds' mission is an affordable Catholic education for every student in the diocese who wants it. For the current school year, the diocese awarded tuition assistance to 187 students who might not otherwise have been able to attend Catholic school. Seeds provided $151,000, almost double what we were able to provide last year. Currently, the goal is to provide $500,000 annually. The Adopt a Student program allows donors the opportunity to make a difference in a child's life and follow their education.
It's just very rewarding to see how appreciative they are and what a good education they're receiving, and how the students understand that and they appreciate the value of a Catholic education, and they appreciate the donor who's willing to provide that for them.
Seeds is funded in part by events such as the Bishop's Awards Dinner. It's with your continued support that we'll be able to meet the increased need and help those less fortunate also reap the benefits of a Catholic school education.
I had one family, the mother, she was moved to tears because it was out of the blue, just such a blessing for her. She has 2 children here, and very difficult trying to make ends meet, and just a nice substantial award for her. Perfect timing. It was great.